We made it.
So excited.
We made it another week.
So we made it another week. We survived another week.
God, cannibal attacks and bow and arrow attacks and all sorts of crazy shit happening in the world. Here we are, once again, come inside. Here
we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I'm here from my underground lair. Jesse's out there in, I don't know, the Crab Nebula. What the hell? What's going on with that?
Yeah, I got to fix my background situation. I was
going
to put some Florida stuff,
like mine. You need to get something going back here.
I got to build my own basement, just like you.
Yeah. Well, like the implements and the tools. All right. So we got a really killer show, everyone. So let's just, we're going to get right into it. Welcome to Come Inside. This is the dumb game show for smart people, everyone. So please subscribe, like, share. You know what to do. I mean, it's social media, right? We live and die by the likes. Whoa. And all the retweets. Also, this show is protected by the joke police. So original material only, guys and gals. All right? Otherwise, the joke police will bust your ass. This show would not be possible without our patrons. That's right. We have a Patreon. We have to keep Jesse in the lifestyle that he is accustomed to, which is lots of Cheez-Its, which you can see in his beard right now. It's kind of sad, really. But, hey, we would love to be able to pay our comics and our judges for being on this show someday. So, sign up and help us do that. All right? Okay, enough begging for money. Let's meet tonight's contestants, shall we? And it's, like I said, a killer-ass lineup. Once again, we got Ralph Anthony. How are you, sir?
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
So basically, Ralph is here because we like his girlfriend. His girlfriend.
You fucking cocksucker.
His girlfriend's a very talented comedian who just whose name. So we stumbled upon Ralph's name because of that. No. No, I'm kidding, Ralph. You know I love you. Ralph's actually one of the busiest comics I've ever seen on Twitter. If you go to his Instagram, you go to his page, whatever, he's just got stacks of dates lined up, and that's super impressive. Thanks for being here, Ralph.
Thank you, brother. Happy to be here.
Then we got Rebecca T. Kaplan, friend of the show, who always seems to come in like swooping. She doesn't have a cape, but if she did have a cape, it wouldn't look any weirder than she normally does. So, how's it going, Rebecca?
Good. Can I add that I wrote everyone's fun facts tonight? And that Ralph apparently does not actually live in New Jersey. He just has Guido vibes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Rebecca, I gave you 3 points for doing everyone's homework tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Talk about typecasting. Okay.
Thanks. I'll be the Hermione for tonight.
Okay, and then last but not least at all is Pete Stegemeyer. Did I pronounce Stegemeyer right, or is it Stegemeyer like Stegosaurus?
No, you got it right the first time. It's Stegemeyer.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, I remember how I stumbled onto you because I took a look at your super Steal Everything podcast. I Can Steal This. Is that what it's called? Or
Yeah, I can steal that.
yeah, I Can Steal That. I'm sorry. And that's super good. If you guys aren't subscribing to his podcast, do it. So how is that going?
It's going well. Just did a really fun episode about a Instagram scammer, and had Gus Constantellus on for that one, and got some exciting new ones coming out really soon.
Awesome. It's kind of fun because we can't tell, but like you have a little bit of an audio lag here. So I'm hoping that like your podcast is like silent for like 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden you just start kicking in. I hope it really is the same across all your platforms and not just on this video.
Yeah, you only get every other word if you're not on my Patreon.
Good one. All right. And then finally, we have tonight's judge, the wonderful, the talented Blayr Austin. She has a real job, unlike the rest of you deadbeats. She teaches at the Second City in Chicago. Blayr, you and I have just Twittered back and forth. Just a reply guide and galled back and forth for months now. It's like, I need to get her on the show. So thank you for coming on.
I appreciate that.
No problem. No problem. If you've ever read any of Blair's tweets, they're desolate, and they will make you rethink your life choices, much like rethinking hers on a constant basis. So this ought to be a lot of fun. So she's the person you have to impress. Somebody who is pretty much dead inside and says so on Twitter on an hourly basis. Good luck, everyone. Oh, and guess what? You out there in audience land, you get to play along. So we encourage you, use your wits, use your voice, speak in the chat quite a bit. If you might get on the scoreboard, if Blayr likes what's going on out there, and who's to say she won't, then she could put you up on the board. And later on, we'll be picking freaking the tweets. So, all right, I think that's about enough. Glad handing. Can we actually play a game now? Hey, look at that. It's the first game. It's called Stiff Diction. Stiff Diction, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we show you a word that was made up by our little outer space algorithm. You guys are going to create a definition and then use it in a sentence. I'm got my fingers crossed that any of you looked at these words before the show. And then Blair's going to award you guys up to 3 points, depending on how funny she thought you were. And then the audience will ultimately decide your fate and earn an additional 3 points at the end of the third round. Everybody got that?
Yes.
All right. I love dealing with professionals here. Okay. First up is my heart attack. Sproin. No, that's I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it the correct pronunciation, but it'd be like Sproin. It's gonna be like that too. I don't know. So we'll see. Ralph, let's start off with you, sir.
Okay. Sproin. Sproin, it stands for sprained groin. And using it in a sentence, there's an unsung Olympic event, sprinting while jerking off. But it's not that popular because everyone keeps spraining their groin.
Okay. I was wondering how soon the groin reference was going to. The minute I saw that word, I'm like, this is all going to be groin related, isn't it? Oops. There's the spraining, there's the pulling. Testicular torsion time. That's what Evan out there in chat land says. Okay, Pete, you're up next. What does sproin mean to you?
It is actually pronounced Sproin, and it is the articulated dance of the Norwegian bird swallow. And you might say, man, they're really getting into the Sproin tonight.
It's my favorite season. I love when the birds come back, every Sproin. All right, wrap it up, Rebecca, if you can.
Sure. So sproin is when you start to get really excited about something that's going to happen, but it gets cut short right at the end. As in, oh man, I threw this newspaper into the bushes and I thought I was gonna go sproing, but it only went sproin.
Okay, so a bit of a letdown. That's great. It's fine. No, not you in general. I mean, you turned the word into a letdown. Oh my god. Oh, hey, look at that. Saving grace. Blayr, let's score some points for that round, shall we?
Okay, I must admit there was a bit of a lag, so I didn't catch all of Rebecca's, but it did seem extremely relatable. So I'm going to give Rebecca 3. I'm going to give Pete 2 for the confidence in the delivery. And Ralph, I unfortunately am going to give you 1.
Okay. I
Strong.
love it. Let's bring up Amy Kahn again real quick. She says sproin is the burst of springtime horniness once you switch to daylight savings time. Ever since the vernal equinox, I've been distracted by extreme sproin. Girl, same. That's all I gotta say. Okay, let's move on, shall we, Jesse? Word number 2, nilps. Nilps. Boy, I wonder where this one's going. Ralph, what is your definition of nilps?
Well, I'll probably get 1 point again for this one. However, I don't fucking care. Nilps are nipple lips. I paid extra for this hooker because she had a pair of nipples that had a pair of lips.
Okay. All right.
That premium.
I kind of want to know about your personal life a little bit now. Like, we know, which hookers are you going to? I mean, I don't know. Anyway,
The ones from
might need
Total
that
Recall.
I might need that list later. Pete, nilps.
So NILPs it's actually an acronym. A lot of people don't know that. But it's like when you are at the urinal, maybe at a baseball game, it's crowded and you decide to stand next to somebody instead of, leaving the ghost stall. It's a neighbor I'd let pee standing. And you'd be like, these guys seem like NILPs. I'll go right in there.
That was a good one. All right. Very good. Okay, and finally, Rebecca, nilps.
So nilps is a word for something that's utterly valueless. It comes from the tulip crash of the 18th century or whatever, or the 17th century. Where there was a big everyone thought tulips were really valuable,
Mm-hmm.
and and to use in a sentence, oh man, oh hey Don Locke. But yeah, to use it in a sentence, man, I thought that this Doge coin was going to be super valuable, but turns out it's just a bunch of nilps.
Okay, well, that was definitely a sentence. Several sentences strung together. Okay, are you feeling all right, Rebecca? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's points time, I guess. Blayr, please.
Okay, Ralph, don't be mad. Your time will come to shine. But I'm going to go with Pete with 3 for the baseball. I'm going to go with Rebecca for the creative tulips reference. And unfortunately, I will give Ralph 1.
I love it. I literally looked at these before the show started.
We had no doubt. There was never a doubt in our mind, Ralph. I assume that's what all your notes in the background were, was just you frantically trying to come up with ideas.
That's my own scoreboard.
Yeah. That's great. Okay. Well, let's see. Well, we have one word left. It is the stiffest word of the bunch. It is extreme. So extreme. Ralph, what's extreme?
Oh my god, I don't even know why I'm gonna go. But let's give it a whirl. Oh boy, extreme. The pubic trimmings of an ex-girlfriend.
I almost like that better when it's left with an ex-girl.
Yeah. I hired a voodoo doctor and order for the spell to work. She needed some extrims.
Oh, God. That's horrifying. Okay.
That's exactly
I love
what I
it.
thought too.
That's great. Fantastic. Okay. Pete. X trim.
Okay. So X trim. You know, like those guards you can put over like your rain gutters so like leaves don't clog them up. Well, X trim is actually a pretty exciting variation on that goes over street gutters to prevent hobos from shitting into our drinking water. So you'd be like, hey, like we need to throw some X trim on that because it's pretty close to the old reservoir.
Oh my god. Okay, well, man, what is with you guys tonight? Let's like super grungy. It's like really feeding off one another in a very disturbing way. Oh my goodness. Rebecca, do you have anything for extreme?
Sure. Extreme is what former skateboarders say when they're too mature to say extreme. They're like, yo, sick handling of that baby, bro. Sick nappy change. That was really extreme.
It's like a skateboarder who had his front teeth knocked out, so he can't say the word.
No, it's like a mature. It sounds like you've got a little bit of a British accent, you know, like extreme.
Hello.
Like, hello.
Right. Okay. Sure. I think Rebecca's been drinking extreme for the past 4 hours or so. It's like how she is. Jonathan Schleitman says for Nilps, militant nihilists. I was having a good day, but the Nilps beat me into the belief that nothing is real or matters all that much. Wow. So you've met our judge, Blayr. Clearly. All right, Blayr, let's give some points out for that last stiff diction word.
I'm going to give Rebecca 3 for the interesting tangent. I'm going to give Ralph 2 because I thought it was funny. Yes. And I'm going to give Pete 1. I'm sort of a woman of 2 words, so the ones won't get a whole lot of explanation.
Okay, so well, that's the end of round 1. So now what we do is we bring and unfortunately we let our audience have a say. These bunch of chowderheads out there, chat land. Throw it to these wolves, and now they're going to decide which one of you deserves 3 bonus points. And this is usually the time where Jesse, during voting time, he'll bust into song or something, maybe do a little scat number. One time,
Nobody wants to see that.
That's why we have the X trim, so that doesn't happen.
Exactly.
So many extremes.
Yeah, Rebecca wants to see her scat performance,
I won't
and Pete just wants to see her scat. So
Yeah, let Scott being tossed around.
scat. That last round was a lot of scat being tossed around. That's for sure. Oh, look, somebody has a shrine to me at home. Hey.
Thank you, Andrew. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so here we go.
Unlock.
Bunch coming in for Rebecca. A few coming in for Ralph. One coming in for WJ, who's in the audience.
If you guys don't vote for me, my girlfriend's going to beat me with an iron. It's like, I'm tired of dating dumbass dudes.
We won't tell her. We know she's not watching.
I think Ralph just took it.
I like Ralph Wiggum. I'm going to start. How have I never called you that?
Because you respect me as an individual.
No, that's definitely not it.
I don't even respect myself as an individual.
Right.
All right, let's add this up. What do we got, Jesse?
Got Ralph for 7.
Woo! Look at
3
that.
points to Ralph.
Well done, chatters.
Bless your hearts and souls.
Oh yeah, because he was really starting. I mean, he was like sucking like really bad to that first round. And you guys really cleaned it up for him. Well done, Ralph.
Thank you.
Way to get bailed out. That's great. Okay, let's move on, everybody. Idiometry. This is what separates, the men and women from animals. Because, quite frankly, nobody knows what the hell an idiom is. So we're going to give you an idiom, which is basically just a popular saying that doesn't make much sense, and then you're going to replace it with something equally dumb, and that's how the whole game goes. So if I say cool beans, you might say chili legumes, or something hopefully a lot better than that. Okay, let's move on to the first one here. Idiom number 1, play devil's advocate, which means take the side of the counter argument. Pete, let's start with you this time.
All right. For that, I'm going to go. I'm just going to play the, because you know how like assholes and lips are really just two sides of the same tube. I'm going to say you're really being the lips to my asshole right now.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, I follow.
It's not great. It's
Very
not
Audio
great.
Monsters vibes.
No, it's great. No, it's fine. You know, I mean, it's all in the eye of the sphincter, really. So,
It's all the lips.
Can I request that points be taken away from Pete for saying that?
I don't think you can. No, there's no sabotage here.
No
But,
motion to carry.
but that's good.
Well, point of order. It's my damn show. Damn it. Stop that. Okay. Rebecca, if you want to eliminate his points, then you have to do better than that. So
Okay, I take it back. That was still a delightful idiom, Pete. My modern day version would be to troll your own comments.
oh. Sounds a little masturbatory.
That's really good.
I trolled my own comments right before the show. All right.
See that, Pete? That's what we call a double entendre. They're subtle. No, I'm kidding.
Super subtle. That's me. Super subtle. Okay. Ralph.
All right. So the opposite of play devil's advocate. Be a Jesus jerk off.
Aren't they all? Okay. Well, I would say you nailed it, but that goes without saying. Okay. All right, Ralph. Good one. Way to pull that one out. I try to stall so I can give Ralph more time to write something.
I might have just hit 2 points. I don't know.
Okay. Blayr. This is what an idiom is. So, what do you think?
Okay. I'm going to give Rebecca 3. I think her idiom was clever. I think it's very apropos that you would be trolling yourself because everyone hates themselves on some level. I really thought it was very clever, very succinct. I enjoyed it. Ralph and Pete, I think I will tie for 2 because it was hard to really decipher which one I enjoyed more. Or less.
I couldn't understand my own feelings. Wow, that's one way to do it. If you just, smoke out the judge, you're fine. Just confuse her. Then she can't, pretend that she's smart. So, I mean, that's not what I meant at all, Blayr. That's not what I meant at all. Idiom number 2. Bite off more than you can chew, boy. Boy, do I know how that's going tonight. That means commit to more than you can manage. Oh, Lordy. All right, Pete, let's start it off.
I'm gonna go folksy with this one, and not gross. So it's a bit of a departure. I think I'm gonna say I think I got more saddles than horses.
Ooh.
What am I gonna do with all this?
There you go. All right. That's that's very folksy. That's great.
It's
Wonderful.
better than the butthole one.
Is it though? All right. Horses have buttholes. Hey, just saying. Rebecca.
Horsepower doesn't matter.
Okay, I think that modern day life has gotten like a million times more hectic since when this idiom came out. So I'm gonna intensify it a little bit. I'm gonna say, don't swallow 100 live baby chickens.
Wow, I want what she's having.
I was gonna say,
Really solid,
I would
good advice for.
I'm glad that there's a definite number of baby chickens that you would swallow. I'm glad you cut it off at 99. Boom. Double fist and baby chickens.
Love some microdosing.
Yeah, I might be a tiny bit high right now.
Yeah, a tiny bit. Okay.
Tiny bit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
You know,
great.
that's what we love about you, Rebecca. We can always count on you to be on the show. We can count on you to be high as fuck. Great. Thanks a lot. Coming through. Ralph, please, what do you got for this one?
Oh, this is a fun one for all the kids at home. Don't suck more than you can gargle.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Nice.
Let me write that down. Don't suck more than... Okay. That's for later. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're in Chatland. Hybrid says, poop in a toilet too small for post Taco Bell. It's like he knows me. All right. Blayr, let's give out some points.
Okay, I'm going to give Pete 3. The horses in the saddle seem to be profound. I'll leave it at that. And then I'm going to give Ralph 2 again. I think I gave him 2 at some point. It seemed like it might be, a metaphor for something. In fact, I'm actually going to give 1 this round. The chickens didn't do a whole lot for me. If that's what you said.
I guess the cluck stops here.
It is.
Oh, the
I'll take away more
Holy
points for
shit.
myself for that.
Oh, my God. All right.
I'm
Yeah,
incorrigible.
Pete can just show himself out. Okay.
Did you say the clock strikes twice?
He said the cluck stops here.
Mm. I'm
Yeah.
going to give him 3 points for that.
Don't support that. Idiom number 3: don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't plan before it happens. What is with all chicken themed stuff right now? That's very strange. Somebody read ahead.
Chicken.
Okay, Pete, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Don't shit before your pants are down.
Now you tell me. Speaking of chickens, okay. Rebecca, you okay? You gonna get
I'm on
through
the edge
this?
of my seat, Rebecca.
What?
I'm on the edge of my seat now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put a little vegan spin on this. Don't assume that the chickens' lives that you've rescued from the animal farm by breaking and entering and then causing property damage are saved before they've completed their full natural lives.
Thank you for buying Ralph some time.
Unlike this last round, Rebecca's basically just reading the labels off of jars in her home now. And she's just monosodium glutamate. Okay, Ralph, please. What do you got?
Don't retire on crypto until you know.
It's actually solid advice.
Very.
Rebecca, I really thought you should have said don't count your chickens before you eat them.
No, that's the opposite.
That way, if you go over 100, it don't matter. It's a tie-in joke for last. It's okay, Rebecca. You just take a nap. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
No.
You just do what you gotta do. Okay. So Blayr, what do you think, points-wise?
I'm going to give Ralph 3. The crypto is very good advice. Who even knows what it is, let alone what will happen in the future? Very good advice. I was very impressed. I'm going to give Steve 2. Don't shit your pants or whatever. That seems very practical as well. And then Rebecca, I appreciated the complex storyline, but I felt it was a little bit tangential. So I will give one correct.
And then Amy Kahn again with the killer. We gotta get Amy on the show. What's up with that? Don't buy the college sweatshirt before Lori Loughlin pays for the admission. That's a good one. I like that a lot. Well done, Amy.
Yeah, Amy had another great one about sheep. Don't clone the sheep before something. It was very clever. I saw it go by.
Oh man.
Points for Amy then?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All
We
right.
can't put her on the show, can we?
We can.
Can
Not
she
right now.
can she take my place? Is that possible?
Yes.
Oh, Pete didn't get any points.
Oh, yeah, you said Steve. I was like, wait, who? I gave your points. I gave Steve's points to you, Pete.
Thank you.
Yeah. Get out of here, Steve. That is indeed your real name. All right, man. Well, we're just clipping right along, aren't we? It's time for the audience to vote now, and I'm a little scared of this because, quite frankly, I think our audience is a little unhinged tonight.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
I mean, there's something in the air. I don't know what it is. It's almost like everybody's just lining up to get colonoscopies today or something. Like we're all whacked out.
It's reefer, Bob. Reefer's in the air tonight.
I've never smoked, so I don't know what that is like. It's true. I'm like I'm the only person in probably the entire Eastern Seaboard.
How are you guys commenting on this? I don't even know where I can write into the group chat.
You'd have to open YouTube. I can send you the link, and you can go on YouTube and chat with the audience.
No, that's cool. I'm sure they don't want to hear my thoughts.
I'm sure they do.
After hearing these answers, they're like, well, this must be the remedial version tonight.
That's okay. They're used to it. It's fine. They have very low standards to begin with, Ralph. It's all good.
Rebecca, please stop talking shit.
She's talking shit about me. What's up with
No.
that?
I wasn't talking smack. I was just saying that you're implying by not wanting to chat with the audience, you're implying that you're too cool.
Oh, I am a man of the people, Miss Kaplan.
Ralph, you should join us in the comments section on YouTube.
Well, maybe I will.
YouTube.
Here we go.
Ralph has more restraining orders than all of you put together, so treat him with respect.
The comments section on YouTube.
All right. Are we all done here with the voting?
Yeah, but we're tied. Somebody break the tie.
Son of a... Come on, audience. Break the tie. Bickley trying to get me high. That's great. Thanks, Bickley.
Oh my gosh, Ralph, I pestered you into joining.
All right. What do we got here? It's just somebody break the tie?
All right, we're gonna give everyone 2 points because no one broke the tie.
All right. I told you they were out of it today. They're too busy focusing on themselves. Think of our poor comics. My God.
I love you all.
Great. We're having our tube side? What?
It's a tube tying party.
All right. There you go. Okay, so thank God. We've entered the final stage of our show. This is my favorite part of the show. It's called What's Happening? This is where we show an image that is inherently funny on its own. We're going to call on a comic to make it even better. We're going to find out what's really being said in that image. Judge Blayr, who could have her own show just based on that name alone. Judge Blayr sounds like a great show. They can reward 3 points. And then at the end, we'll pick our favorite from Twitter. Okay? There you go. Rebecca, let's start with you this round, shall we? Check out that killer photo.
Yeah. All right. So what's happening here is that little girl is thinking, as soon as the police get here, my plan will be complete, and they'll never find out the sleeping pills that I put in him, and the remote control and beer that I slipped in his hand, and then duct taped myself to the wall, and then I'll be free.
Rebecca, is this one of your home videos?
Yeah.
This from your childhood?
And she's put a very embarrassing movie on the TV, except she's 8, so she thinks embarrassing is like High School Movie 3.
Okay. All right. Ralph, what do you got?
Well,
Any more time, Ralph? Should we skip it?
this beer just tastes so much better with my daughter being taped to the wall and my wife being duct taped in the basement.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty. Whoa. That went somewhere. Okay. Pete, maybe you have something funny going on.
Maybe. I don't. I can't see it great, so it looks like Obama next to a duct taped kid. Okay. No, not at all Obama. There we go. The live was covering his face, so I just saw like. Okay, so I have to drastically pivot. I'm gonna say that what you don't see in the background of the photo is that this man's other child is perhaps the lamest form of Magneto, who can only manipulate duct tape and only by hand. Instead of being Magneto, he would be like Red Greeno, and that's basically what's happening. Is they've got a Midwestern superhero in the making, and the dad's just excited about that. He's got a cold pop, and he's gonna take a nap for a bit and rest on his coffers.
Oh my God! Wow. They say brevity is the soul of wit.
They do.
Red Green is pretty great.
Okay. Well, that went very, very well, I think. Right?
Incredible. Well, yes. I'm going to give her back. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it time to score?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Please.
Okay. I'm a new judge. Let the record reflect. Rebecca. I'm going to give Rebecca 3. I thought her narrative was subversive. It was interesting. It's not what you would have expected. And I really like that. I definitely would not have come up with that myself. Ralph, that was very dark, as to be expected. But I'm going to give you a 2. I'm going to give you a 2. You're kind of rolling with 2s here. And then Pete, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you a 1. I have no further comments.
Wow.
I get it. That was very niche.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. So this is what everybody from the Twitterverse wrote. Blayr was kind enough to painstakingly read all of these and pick out a favorite. What do you got, Blayr?
I thought a lot of them were really good. Okay. Oh, sorry. They're out of order. Pickley Andy, I enjoyed the fatherhood one, if you wouldn't mind bringing up something about Fatherhood 101. I thought it was very funny.
Yep. Fatherhood 101.
Okay, great. I liked hers, and I think that she's the winner. I thought it was very clear. It caught my attention. It wasn't too complicated, and I think it's a very solid headline.
There you go.
Good job,
Way to go, Pickley. Pickley was just here last week, I think, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
There you go.
Okay.
She was our judge, as a matter of fact.
Oh my goodness! So
yeah.
I shouldn't be judging her. I mean, she knows what she's doing.
It's a little incestuous. I'm not gonna lie.
There were like 5 people.
How many people are under that rope? Okay. Let's see here. Let's move on to the next pick. Oh man, this looks like right out of my childhood. I'll tell you what. This is like high school all over again. Okay, so what do we got here? Rebecca.
Yeah, so that guy is saying, yes, it's true. Stop laughing at me. The police did find me at home alone with my daughter duct taped to the wall. And yes, I was watching the TV was on High School Musical, but I don't understand. I wasn't watching it. It was framed. You have to believe me.
I believe you.
That's super convincing.
Thank you.
Because he looked exactly like that guy in the last photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Obama.
it's great.
Nah. I'm doing the
Wow, Rebecca's fading fast. Ralph, quickly before she travels out.
God, you guys are so mean. Jesus, I was 10 years old. So what? I wore a Spider-Man costume and sang karaoke to Taylor Swift in my mom's basement. Whatever.
Me too. That's a great one. Yeah, man, they just don't understand. They don't understand sensitive men. That's the thing. Way to go, Ralph.
That's
Good
it.
job. All right,
Thank you,
Pete,
sir.
wrap it up.
Okay. So I understand that this looks like a pretty clear-cut case of bullying, but it is in fact 3 supportive friends watching their Jason Segel lookalike friend perform his hilarious rendition of Alex Jones as Hamlet. And so they're recording and laughing pretty hard because he's going, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler of the sling or the arrow. But it's like way funnier than what you're getting from me, and they're just eating it up. And I just love to see people support each other.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, well, that was a nice turnaround on that one. Yeah, let's give out some points, Blayr.
Okay, I'm going to give Ralph 3. Congratulations, Ralph.
Hey.
I thought it was a great act out. It was very engaging, very compelling, and I like the specificity of Taylor Swift. It was great. I think this is a very hard call. I think I'm going to give Rebecca 2. I didn't catch everything because my computer froze, but it seemed a very classic Rebecca joke. And I'm going to give.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Can I say, Blayr, you don't have to give me points just because you feel bad that your computer froze / that I'm like slightly indisposed.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the next round.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Take the pity. Most of this whole show is just taking the pity, running with it.
That's fair.
All right.
That's calm.
Oh,
One
my
for
God.
Pete.
That's great. Pete. Everybody's talking about how high they are. This is fantastic. What a great crowd. My goodness. Oh my God. Too funny. Okay. So Blayr, out of this fine crop, I guess. We're all talking about weed. What do you got?
I went with Eric Grease, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Nickelback joke. I should mention I'm Canadian, so I always appreciate a Nickelback joke. But I thought it was clever. There was a clear punchline. I thought it was great.
Okay, Eric Grease. Awesome. Well done. I think that's his first time. I think it's his first win. So, well done. You were in the running for freaking the tweets, Eric. Well done. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so this is where we are on our last pick. Okay. Moving right along. Rebecca, what do you got for this one?
He's thinking, man, just take stock photos. They said just sign up for a job as a stock photo model. It'll be easy. And then the next thing you know, you're lying in bed with your head on a wedding cake, and you don't know what they're going to use that photo for. I wonder whose weird fetish this is.
I know.
Okay. Just rethinking our life choices. It's great. Wonderful. We've all been there. We've all taken that job that we regret later. Kind of like I'm doing right now. All right, Ralph.
I feel like this is a fine
What do we got?
bunch.
I don't care what anyone says. It's 2021, and if I'm going to marry a cake, then I'm going to marry a cake. I don't care what my parents say.
So, what do you serve? What do you serve at a wedding if you marry a cake?
Pie.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Good answer.
I wish I just wasn't even that quick. I was thinking more cake. Okay, Pete.
What the fuck, man? I thought this was a sheet cake.
Just got that.
I
Okay.
can't- The one I came up for this one was my sleep number is 6,000 calories.
I like it.
I saw that, Bob. I thought that was good, but you're
great.
not eligible for
I'm
points.
not
from what
eligible.
I
I can't
understand.
win. I like to play. I like to play. This is just an exhibition. There's no wagering. Okay. All right, Blayr, score us some points.
Okay, I'm going to give Pete a 3 because it was funny. Early. I'm going to give Rebecca a 2. We rarely examine the life of a stock photo person, and that's an important character, I think. So I thought that was great. And I'm actually going to give Ralph a 2 as well, because the concept of bearing a cake is quite funny.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I agree. There's piping to make the cake. There's piping after the wedding. It's all good. Oh, hey,
Totally.
look.
I think it's Ralph. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. It's fine. You can expound. I don't care.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I think if Ralph had prepared more, he could be a real talent here.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's great. I'm amazed by the fact that you guys don't realize how little effort I put into this. So that's wonderful. Okay, so Blayr, we've got our final pick of the litter here.
Oh, yes. I went with, again, Craig Gila. A pillow is a sham or something. I thought that was funny.
Oh, Craigalaw. Yeah, I'm beginning to think this
Craigalaw.
cake pillow is a sham. There you go.
Nice.
Craig, also a friend of the show. Not a close friend, but like friend adjacent. We tolerate him. He comes around. All right, it's time for the audience to vote. Which one of these lustrous individuals, some who worked way hard, some who don't even know where they're at right now, but hey, give somebody 3 points. Okay. Boy,
Craig
don't
got a
all
vote.
vote at once. Jeez. Takes a long time to type their names. with accuracy.
I'm so high that I was like, why are people saying pies in the chat? But I was like, oh, I asked that question.
What would we do without you, Rebecca? What would we do? Oh my god.
Oh, Rebecca's destroying it right now in the vote.
Oh yeah. Butt Pete. Yikes. Somebody voted for Butt Pete.
I vote for Steve.
You voted for Steve.
Yeah.
Bring back Steve. I miss Steve. All right, let's give it a
This
couple
is
more seconds.
Steve is my tea party. He's just stealing votes off at this point.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Sounds like it. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Done. Let's wrap it up.
Let's
Okay.
pick our freak in the tweets.
Wait. Well, so who won that? Wait, who won the points? That
Well, after this, we're going to see who won the game.
All right, whatever. Okay, so
Rebecca won the vote. Rebecca won the vote.
Rebecca won the vote. That's what I was asking. Okay, so Blayr, who had the best tweet response to our images this week?
I went with the Nickelback one. Who was that?
Eric Reese.
Do we
I believe?
remember who wrote that?
I believe it was
Apologies,
Eric
I don't know
Reese.
where my sheet is.
Yep, I believe it was Eric Grease.
Oh, right. Okay. Perfect.
Okay, very good, Eric. First time win. He is our frequent who's. He's not here. He just
He won last week.
he did.
think so.
No, we didn't win last week.
I think you did.
Second time win.
All right, let's see who won the game.
all right, fine. Who wins the damn game? Is that the final tally? Really?
Rebecca got the last 3 points. She
Well,
was in
Rebecca.
25.
Wow, Rebecca. Tomorrow we'll let you know how that you won again, so we can maybe remember it. Well done, Rebecca.
Yay.
And then Pete and Ralph tied for second. Look at that. And then Amy and WJ coming out there as well because we love our chatters.
Yeah, look, everybody, take a screenshot of this.
Yeah. Okay. These people need validation from strangers. So I mean, they don't have much else going on in life. They do this because they're attention whores. We're all attention whores. So help them out. Be their enablers. Go follow them on all this stuff. All right, there you go. Okay, so Rebecca, dare we do this? Do we find out what you got coming up? Do you want me to read it for you?
No, I can. I can read it. I'm producing an apartment. Oh, Jesse put someone's apartment show. It's not. I'm producing it with Ian Goldstein, and come out. We've got Mike Kaplan doing stand-up. We've got Kara Mia doing burlesque, and some other people doing other variety acts. And follow me on social media at Rebecca T. Kaplan for more like whatever this was.
All right, Ralph, what do you got going on, man?
Well, if you go to my website or follow me on IG, you'll see all the shows that I'm posting. Feel free to hit me up. Discounted tickets, free tickets. Let me know. Just want butts in the seats. And next month, on November 28th, I am dropping my podcast. It's called Unmasking the Mic. It's a podcast all about comedians and their struggles with mental health and being in therapy.
Oh, awesome. Very good. That's like the newest take on a comedy podcast I've heard yet. So definitely will be supporting that. Awesome. And if you need somebody with severe mental issues, then just hit me up.
You got it, bud.
Pete.
All right, thank you. Yeah, definitely check out my podcast. I Can Steal That if you like true crime that doesn't get too heavy. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the book. The book is hitting stores Tuesday, actually, of this upcoming week. So I'm very excited about that. It's available for pre-order wherever if you enjoy heists. It's a great book to check out. It's a good bedside table. And then I'm also recording my debut album next month at Stand Up New York. Album is going to be called PTSD. It's about my time in the Army, my struggles with mental health. And all the ticket proceeds from that show are going to go help fight veteran suicide. So if you're in the New York area, definitely come check it out. And it's going to be a really fun time.
There you go.
Awesome.
Comedy for a cause. We love it. Well done, guys. Well done. Blayr, our wonderful judge. What do you got? What do you do? What do you got going on? Do you do things? What?
Kind of. That's a short answer. I actually have a class called Writing Sadness Through Humor at Second City. It's fully online in case you're interested in the subject. And it's been a real pleasure being a judge here.
Wow. Okay. I'm so glad that somebody enjoyed it. That's fantastic. Well, guys, that's the show. That's pretty much it, man. So I want to thank Ralph and Steve and Rebecca. Rebecca's
Thanks,
doctor.
everybody.
See you next